Welcome to another very special video. Now, those of you who have been following my channel will know that it's extremely annoying. I don't have a tape copy of Jumpin Jack, aka 3D Jumpin Jack, aka Jumpin Jack 3D. Who knows what it's called? Well, actually, I do know. On the cassette, it's just called Jumpin Jack. Now, I've got 3 copies of these and they're all fucked. So, cue the epic music. Right, so you get BC Bill, which I don't know if this is by Original Imagine or Ocean Imagine. I think it's Original Imagine. I can't tell because I've got the wrong glasses on. The wrong trousers. I ain't seen that for ages actually. But this is one I actually had. Indeed, this is the first compilation I ever had. Now, I seem to remember being extremely bored, and my friend probably wasn't with me. I don't remember my friend being with me when I bought this. So, as a boring Saturday, I got me pocket money, and the pocket money from the week before, and the week before that, and I had enough to go to the shops to buy a game. And I saw this, and it was like 7 or 8 quid. And I thought, oh, wow, 6 games for like the price of one C64 game. Who knew that it was all a rip-off? Now it does come with like a big colour instruction leaflet. Now, according to the founders of, Beau, they had something to do with some music company. I can't remember anymore. This was £15. I think most of these games on here are 1983, so it could actually be a 1983 copyright. Anyway, or as James Edward Olmos would say, anyway, but no Captain Bryant. There you go, look. I was going to say, has someone gone crazy with a red marker pen? But no sir. And go, you get a full page for each one. So, well, actually, it's just like a massive sheet. Cue the epic music again. Yeah, I can't really do it from this angle. Oh, it's also a special day because I'm sitting on my chrome dining chairs that I bought, which are identical, apart from the actual seat cushion fabric, to the ones we had when I was a kid. We had this glass and chrome stand, like dining table, which seats 6 people comfortably, possibly 8, but you'd have to sit on the shit wooden chairs, 2 of you. So each game is recorded once, and you get 2 games per tape. So this should be interesting. So the annoyance factor is very low. Bollocks! Again, 3D Jumpin Jack has not been rewound. And the tape looks a bit fucked. So people obviously love 3D Jumpin Jack. They load the bastard game, and then they don't rewind the fucker, and then fast forward like, I don't know, decade later, Might be a decade and a half since I bought this. So, but it was quite difficult to find this. I did see the Spectrum. I think there's a VIC-20 version as well, but it was uncommon to see the C64 version. So it took me a little bit more time than other games. It was never in any bundle. I guess I was just like unique. A bit like my channel, I guess. So we're using the tape deck that I kind of serviced, although I haven't bought any new belts for it. Well, I did clean the heads and all the capstan motors and everything. Oh, hang on, let's get an idea if this is gonna even load. Can't hear any there we go. So it's fine up to here, but because I haven't rewound the tape, it could be fucked. Yeah, it sounds absolutely spot on there. This does appear to be the same as the original loader for this version. Cue the epic. Enough with the epic music. There we go. The original release, so I guess they all are. There's a lot of tape on this one, and I'm not turning the camera off, so you'll just have to skip forward on YouTube. I don't have that option. The batteries have run out on my time machine, which was actually going to be like one of those LCD clocks with you know, the two prongs, and you put like a lemon or a lime or something in a little receptacle in the front there, and it would be powered by like the lemon or whatever. Now obviously if I was a millionaire, multi-billionaire, oh look, CD32 manual addendum getting started, and it's absolutely stained to fuck. That's the kind of thing, if I had a laser printer, I'd just, and a scanner obviously, I'd scan it and print it again. Don't mind a colour laser printer, I have to say. But I have no idea if they're any good. See, I don't go by what other people say on the internet, because I bought a single mattress based on what other people say on the internet, and other people on the internet are basically fucking idiots. It's a great mattress. It's the fucking worst Silent Night mattress I've ever seen. It's Tesco value quality with a fucking Silent Night fucking label sewn onto the mattress. It's shit. They should put a caveat on their reviews. My anorexic 6-year-old is using it only though. Now there are instances when you want a single bed that an adult can sleep on without fucking waking up with, you know, without needing traction or other medical assistance. Now I'm thinking of Beachhead 2 at the moment, where it goes, medic. I can't do that voice. Maybe you can do it better. Well then why didn't you offer to do it for this channel? Why? Anyway. So a colour laser printer would be very useful for printing out like replacement covers for my loose cassettes. I'm not even sure you can get you know, glossy paper for laser printers, because obviously that's quite important if you're going to do like Atari VCS boxes. I have got one actually. Is it here? Oh, it's right here. Actually, I've got two. It's the Asteroids one here. Just the real one. That's the real one. I don't know what happened to the asteroids one I did. Oh no, this is the real adventure. So I wasn't lying when I said to the guy, no mate, I got a reasonable copy of Adventure. Well, one side is faded quite badly, literally the side, you know. If you have them stacked together, you know, on a bookshelf. And it is $29.95 on the price label on it. Actually, if I take the price label off, you'll be able to see the original colour under it. But I had a really nice scan. Oh, it's the asteroids one I have got. Where did the Adventure one go then? Anyway, I made this a long time ago when I had a decent scanner. There you go. You won't be able to tell that this is fake. Apart from the fact that the cardboard is quite thin. But if you've got like a loose copy of asteroids, it's perfectly adequate to print stuff like that. I'm not advocating that you rip people off on eBay or Alibaba, but I think everyone gets ripped off on Alibaba, don't they? The only people that use Alibaba to spend more than about fucking 10 quid, the Patreon pricks on YouTube, where people give them like 5 grand and they use it to buy like an electric motorbike or something to review it. If they lose the money, then well, they ain't actually lost anything. Someone's got a red and white mountain bike there. Reminds me of my Rally Extra Burner Mark II. Or was it the Mark 1 I had? You know what, I can't remember anymore. But it was a Rally Extra Burner. Boy, is there a story that goes with that one. I wanted one of those racing bikes. Now you have to think this is like 1982, 83, something like that. And so we went and got one of them. And I think it was about 80 quid or something. And it was a rally, because there was a rally bike shop. They only sold like rally bikes. I didn't like it after a while. You know the one I'm talking about. They've got like massive wheels, but the tyres are really thin. They're sort of like 2 fingers wide. And anyway, someone challenged me to a race. And the gears locked up when I was changing up a gear. And it threw me off the bike. And I did get some scrapes and everything. I explained what happened to my mum, who obviously had to find the money for new trousers, obviously. And prior to that, I'd already said I don't really think, I think this bike is a little bit too big for me. But I really wanted the BMX because I used to have a rally striker and we used to do some insane jumps on them. In fact, I remember one time we built like a ramp on one side of the road in an alleyway, and we jumped straight across a not very busy road, but still a road, with our bikes. So we were like coming down one side of the alleyway, the longer one, getting a huge run up onto these massive ramps, which were probably about 3 foot, maybe 4 foot high. They were insane. And then we'd jump, and usually the bike would separate from us. So BMX kids is lying, it's not that realistic. And usually we'd land okay, but sometimes we'd crash. But anyway, I missed all that kind of insaneness, and with all the BMX stuff being shown on the TV, brainwashing the little children and me. I actually wanted a BMX, and my parents were like, no, no, no. But after that accident happened with the rally racing bike, it was sort of like a light blue colour, a bit like the C64's light blue. They agreed. So So I took it back to the shop. They gave us a great deal. They probably just polished it up a bit. Fucking put it back on sale as new. You know what these people are like. And we got a Rally Extra Burner BMX. It's a glorious thing. Glorious. I loved that bike. I think up until the time when I was about 15 and I started noticing cars, really noticing them, as in I could drive that. I'd love to drive that. My dad was a driving instructor and I did drive one. Anyway, I won't go into that too much. I just didn't shave for a week, looked like fucking Charles Manson as far as the beard goes. I wasn't a midget at all, I was like over 6 foot tall. We got in the, you know, the cars with the dual controls, and I drove around North London for about an hour. I was already parking the car for my mum because she couldn't park a car very well. It was quite a big car though. Thank fuck! So yeah. Now, the real question is, should I wear my CRT glasses? Well, that's a win. Just looking at the graphics. Forgiveness, please. And I'm trying to make sure we're getting a decent image on the TV. But I think I might have to draw the curtains in front of me. Not because I'm shy. Just need to have the screen in a bit of shadow. I still don't really help that much. It's a bit complicated recording in this room because you've got windows on both sides. Ah well, it's a good thing all the people who support my channel are used to the shit quality. What a lovely game, sir. I'm really happy that this has worked. Now we're in trouble. That's what happens when you chase the birds, mad Commodore. It's a bad idea, sir. See, look at that brilliant collision detection for isometric. It's absolutely spot on. Oh no, see, I'm chasing the birds again. Should really have a packet of Golden Wonder. I'm gonna go with roast chicken flavour crisps. Ah, we've done it again. So look, stop chasing the birds, mad Commodore, and you'll be alright. Such a brilliant game. I do believe it's 1983. This game is definitely iconic for the C64. Ah, this is a demo, okay. Well, I did better than the programmers. Now you might say there, why are the lorries the size of like these cars here? That's perspective, sir. Because these microcars are smaller than those huge enormous 70s American saloon cars. I'm not actually getting a good look on this. So I moved the chair, maybe that helped the situation a bit. I'm not chasing the birds this time. Oh no, and that happens. Alright, it's alright. I'm going this one. The turtles can't handle my weight. It's all the golden Wonder crisps I've been eating lately. Yeah, well. So I guess I'm married now, so we have to get wife number 2. Nah, that's a bit of a problem, that one. I'm going for the wife bonus, which is different from a high score, I guess. See how long we can keep this one going. Right. So I've got 3 wives. Ooh. Right, they're going the same speed, so it's going to be a tough one, sir. Oh no, okay. Ooh. No, chasing the birds again. It's very distracting. Very bad for you. Can't really catch them up too much. Ooh. See if we can get a bonus for the little fly. Nah, this is not going to go back in there. Get back in there, you little shit. Oh man, that was my fault. I wasn't even chasing the birds. Oh no. No, we're in trouble now. Them ones go a bit slow, innit? Oh, crap. Come on, mate. Oh, you've got the little alligator there. But not alligator software, sir. No, sir. Bit tricky at the moment. Bit tricky dicky. Nah, I don't have that problem, thank you. I went to go, the dipstick let me down, my joystick let me down. What do you expect at my age, mate? Well, you know it's me. Who else talks like this? I've got like 7,000 points more that time. Yeah, I think that deserves a cup of tea. Yeah, Yeah, that should actually look alright on the old ding ding. Invaders. I really need to sort out some sort of reset switch. Well, if that side loaded, then this should be okay. So I'll just sip me tea right here, sir. I actually have 2 Lightning Luke toys. Let's put this over here temporarily. Oh no, I can't go in front of the camera. I've got my Scottish trousers on, you can't see them. And no, that's not a euphemism for Donald, where's your trousers? So I've only got about 2, 3, 5 episodes of Mindhunter to watch now. Now the funny thing is with Mindhunter, I tried to watch it a long time ago, and it turns out that episode 1 of season 1 is just, well, it's not for me. I'm not going to say shit. And so I never really watched it, and I was like, bloody hell, let's just start watching it from when Anna Torv is in there. Now I don't actually have a thing for Anna Torv, beyond the fact that she was in Fringe, famously, and Fringe is one of my favourite shows ever. I'm just collecting some roll-ups here. There's not enough tobacco in that one, and that's season 1 episode 3 if you're interested. And that was like, okay, we're going to have to go back 1 episode because there's some stuff that's happened, obviously. So maybe I'll have to go back to watch the very first episode as well. I'm delaying the inevitable, which is going to be when I'm bored, there's nothing to watch. Which is what I used to say to my parents. My parents used to get annoyed all the time because I was bored a lot as a kid. I can still hear the tape going. So yes, we do have a copy of 3D Jumpin Jack. If I had one of those Daytel doublers, allow you to connect 2 Commodore tape decks to one C64 and record whilst one is loading and make a perfect copy. Then I could respool my original full price releases of Jumpin Jack, and off we go, mate. Although I never actually had a standalone full price release. It's odd that it was never released as a budget game. You know, because Ocean did release Donkey Kong in 1986, and I think Mario Brothers in 1987, the Ocean software releases. So, you know, when you think about it, seeing as Ocean bought Imagine, and they must have bought all the games because World Series Baseball was actually in development at the original Imagine. It was pretty complete, actually. So they could have released 3D Jumpin Jack again. I don't know why they didn't, actually. It's just like, oh, hang on, that's Livewire. Oh, okay, well, yeah, I don't know why Mastertronic didn't approach Livewire to, you know, do that as a budget re-release. When was the first Mastertronic Ricochet game? Was it 1986 or 87? Oh, as a budget game, well, even as a full price game, actually, 3D Jumpin Jack stands up very well next to the excellent port of Donkey Kong. It's better than Arcade Frogger, graphically, and it plays just as well. And the most important thing is the collision detection is done well. fact, I only hit the cars once, and I'm pretty sure that was my fault because I mistimed that. Here we go. Do we have to go to the shops today? How many fucking papers have I got left? No, actually, I think the tobacco will run out before the papers. I really need to get another car, but what with all the unexpected expenses this year and the fact that I'm not working, the most I could work is probably about 2 months of the year, straight after I have a vaccination, maybe 2.5. So who's going to give you a full-time job for just like 2.5 months? Anyway, it's hard enough finding a job as it is without, you know, tying your hands behind your back like that. Yeah, we're definitely alright for filters. So yeah, the problem is I don't know if Mindhunter is actually left on the cliffhanger, and we never get to find out what's going on with that weirdo in Park City, Kansas, I believe it is. Because there doesn't seem enough episodes left, and they cancelled it. They cancelled it, sir. You know what? I won't have this rolled up. I'll go straight in and play this. Now I have done all these games because I've done this as one of my compilation reviews, because I've reviewed all the compilations I had. Although I think there may be you know, the gold collection or whatever it's called from US. I'm not 100% sure about that. And why are these magazines on the bloody floor? Aslan, you little dick. Yeah, why are these on the floor? Sounds a bit funny actually. Maybe the SID chip's going a bit on this one. Don't worry, I've got about 30 more C64s in some sort of condition. 1, 2, 4 Commodore 128s and 5 SX64s, all in various sorts of condition. So I'll just get it out of the way straight away. It doesn't matter how good an arcade conversion any of these games are, you know, Space Invaders I'm talking about. At the end of the day, the VCS version adds a hell of a lot of extra gameplay to it, and that's really what it comes down to. If the 2600 version of Space Invaders didn't have all those extra additions, you wouldn't have been able to play it for like months and months, which you would have to do because I think 30 quid was about 10 weeks pocket money for me. But there's nothing actually wrong with this. This isn't a budget game or anything. This is another Livewire game. This little midge in this room is bloody annoying. Might have to open up this C64 and press like the motherboard again. Yes, it's absolutely fine for a Space Invaders thing, and it is an early game, and I suppose it looks more like Space Invaders than Avengers by Commodore. Maybe it's the noise waveform that's a bit weird, or maybe some of the filters are a bit buggered. I don't really know. The actual musical tones on Jumpin Jack, they were okay. Now I did find another tape deck as well, which is in mint condition physically. I don't know if it would be better than you know, this one at loading stuff, but this one is pretty good, I have to say. Now I used to do that in the arcade because I used to find these things annoying. Anyway, so yeah, the Commodore cartridge would have been £15, same as International Soccer. Ooh, suit you, madam. Ah, bloody hell. See, the barriers just get in the way. The bottom two rows do look a lot like the VIC-20 version of Avenger to me. Is the fire, the sound of my shots, actually what's causing the UFO sound to sound weird? Because it's doing something. No, that shouldn't be it, because you don't have to use a filter on every channel. You can select which channel the filter applies to. Maybe it's doing something with the volume though. It's very weird. I don't think the SID's fucked up. Load up Light Force to check the SID. No, thank you, mate. Light Force is a shit game. It's budget quality. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have the extra additions, yeah, I think it's doing something with the SID volumes. Just really passing time at this point. It's actually a really annoying sound. There's nothing like the arcade, because the arcade one sounds like a torpedo. It's like pew, pew. Okay, maybe that doesn't sound like a torpedo. I don't know. Maybe it sounds like a torpedo to a dolphin or a whale. Oh man. So yeah, it's absolutely fine. Even when my memory wasn't buggered by all this COVID bullshit, you know, I didn't actually remember having this game, so I couldn't have played it that often. So yeah, Space Invaders as a game is very monotonous, and I would never have bought Avenger by Commodore. Oh, please, there's a keyboard right there, god damn you. Right, well that's a successful test, so let's just forward that. Let me just move my illegal copy of the Asteroids box. There you go, here's a proper box. I printed that out. It was on photo paper. I can't remember what printer I had though. I think it was a Dell printer. It was a Dell all-in-one printer and scanner. And I did buy another scanner later on, because the ink cartridges were very expensive. Let's get the good stuff out of the way first. Another bastard tape that hasn't been rewound. Well, actually it has. There's no leader on the tape. The leader of the pack. Woo!